And now it's time for TB54's My Little Pony, Make Your Mark, Chapter 5 reviews. Tonight's review, Chapter 5, Final Episode, Nightmare on Main Street. Hey everyone, this is TrainBoy54, and this is my last and final review of My Little Pony Make Your Mark, Chapter 5. Today's review is My Little Pony Make Your Mark, Chapter 5, Episode 6, or the last and final episode, apparently, Nightmare on Main Street. Well, it's Nightmare Night in Maritime Bay, and Hitch Trailblazer details to the town's ponies all the traditions and events he has planned, including a town-wide game to find a golden pumpkin, for which Hitch promises a mystery prize. Jazz Hooves and Rocky Riff compete to see who can obtain said prize. Wow, I'm kinda interested in one or two of the traditions and events. Why not Jazz and Rocky work together to find the golden pumpkin? That would be at least that much fun. As the main five, including Misty, discuss their Nightmare Night costumes and favorite traditions around the Maritime Bay Together tree, Sparky Sparkaroony notices several pumpkins around the Together tree mysteriously vanish into thin air. Well, Pip Petals, Zipstorm, Misty, Izzy Moonbow, Hitch Trailblazer, and Sparky have costume plans. Wait, the pumpkins are vanishing into thin air? How is this happening? It's a good thing Sparky had his eyes open, and the main five plus Misty didn't notice. Pip Petals is particularly excited about embracing the scarier aspects of the holiday after a lifetime of being forbidden from doing so in Zephyr Heights. She plans to turn the Crystal Bright House into a haunted house, and her friends offer to help. Well, some pony has gotten into the spirit of Halloween. Meanwhile, at Opeline's castle, Opeline observes as the ponies of Maritime Bay celebrate Nightmare Night. Oh no! Opeline! That evil pony that had Misty bring Sparky to her! What is she up to now? When she notices a pile of pumpkins behind her, she discovers that objects that disappear from Maritime Bay reappear inside her castle, by meaning of the Together tree that forms her castle's foundation. The pumpkins! So that's how they were vanishing into thin air. There's something unexpected. Thanks to the magical network between the Together trees, Opeline now has a means of bypassing Twilight Sparkle's magic barrier and entering Equestria. Oh my god! Has Twilight Sparkle ever done that before? Sunny Star Scout should learn the same thing just as much as she would. Pip and her friends work together to turn the Crystal Bright House into the Crystal Fright House. Zipstorm dresses up her drone gadgets like ghosts. and Sunny Star Scout indulges about her childhood Nightmare Night memories. Whoa, that's a bit scary, Zip. And I agree with Misty. Wow, that's a lot of apples. Sunny is pretty quick, but she really should let Misty help her. When Pip's scary decorations fail to even startle Misty, who claims she does not get scared easily, Pip makes it her personal mission to scare Misty before Nightmare Night is over. Technically, Pip's scary decorations are just a bunch of bats. And Misty is Pip's personal mission? What does actually scare Misty? Elsewhere, Hitch has trouble attracting other ponies' interests in his holiday events. Hitch, would it be alright if we step into the events? As night falls, Opeline enters Maritime Bay through the Together Tree and makes a dramatically evil entrance. Every pony, run for protection! Unfortunately, those who witness her entrance believe it to be nothing more than a Nightmare Night-themed performance. Well, that was awkward. One pony is even shooting Opeline on his phone. I hope maybe he'll send it to Pip, or at least Zip Storm. Opeline wanders through the town trying to get ponies to fear her, but their fear is just part of holiday entertainment. Where is Dr. Doofenshmirtz's worst fear-inator when you need it to affect Opeline? When Opeline runs into Posy, she uses her magic to take Posy's cutie mark and frightens Posy into running away in terror. Oh my god. That's just like when Starlight Glimmer took Twilight, Rarity, Applejack, Fluttershy, Pinkie Pie, and Rainbow Dash's cutie marks, and replaced them with equal marks on their flanks. Only that never happened to Posy. Without the time or resources to take every pony's cutie mark one by one, Opeline takes the single cutie mark she has acquired and returns to her castle. Curse you, Opeline! The ponies open the doors to their Crystal Fright House, but things quickly devolve into chaos. Zip's Ghost Disguise drone malfunctions. Sunny gets overwhelmed by ponies eating the food she prepared. Izzy Moonbow gets preoccupied with her decorative acorn lights. And Pip forces more on trying to scare Misty than bringing things under control. Well, this is like the craziest thing that has ever happened on Halloween. Or Nightmare Night, as that's the holiday tradition in Maritime Bay. Realizing how chaotic things have gotten, Sunny declares the Crystal Fright House closed and tells the guests to leave. Oh, way to go, Sunny! She laments how different everything about Nightmare Night are from when she was little. Her friends tell her that ponies were still having fun and enjoying good food, but they admit they got too caught up in their own individual things to work together properly. Well, what they did could have not made things much worse. Hitch joins the group and likewise realizes he does not need to plan dozens of events to make Nightmare Night a success. They all come to a realization that not every Nightmare Night needs to be perfect, or exactly the same as the one before it. Well, I can kind of go with what they all understood. Zip successfully scares Misty with Pip's decorations. and the ponies reopened the haunted house. Way to go, Zip! At Opeline's castle, Opeline fuses Posy's stolen cutie mark with one of the leaves on the Together tree, requiring more power in order to steal more cutie marks. Opeline once again sets her sights on the dragons. Oh! Someone or some pony has got to take on Opeline and teach her a lesson. The next morning, as the ponies clean up after their Nightmare Night celebrations, a plain Sparky brushes past the map Sunny and Zip found in Main Smelody. Oh, Sparky could have caused an accident on Zip's glasses. But his scales were glowing again, and so is the map. Sparky's dragon breath causes landmarks to appear on the map, including a large island called the Isle of Scaly. The Isle of Scaly? Very interesting. Believing this island to be where the dragons are, the ponies make plans to go there and warn them about Opeline. Will they get to the Isle of Scaly in time to warn the dragons before Opeline gets there? It's all hope for them in time. Well, that episode was not as good as I thought it would be, but the first 3 episodes that I reviewed were great. Let me point out some things in this review. A vampony. A part vampire, part pony put together. Very interesting, Zipstorm. Wow, Pip Petals carved a ghost on a pumpkin. That's neat. How bright did Izzy make the lights? Opeline figured out how to send the pumpkins back to Maritime Bay. Well, that's some costume you're wearing, Sunny Star Scout. It kind of reminds me of Sandalwood. I didn't even get a chance to know what Sunny was going to be for Nightmare Night, since the pumpkins started vanishing into thin air. And the other 6 look good in their costumes. Oh, that's her full name? Opeline Arcana? Ooh, Misty is good at not getting scared. But Pip's face is kinda creeping us out. Well, there's an episode reference from Season 5 of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, Castle Sweet Castle. So for my final score for Nightmare on Main Street, I'll have to give it half a star out of 5 stars. Simply fairly poor. Well, that's about wrapped up for my Little Pony Make Your Mark Chapter 5 reviews. I had quite a watch and review for this chapter of the series. And you all might be surprised. For Chapter 5 of My Little Pony Make Your Mark, I have a total of 14 stars for that chapter. Things have gone so fast. I'll miss doing this review on the show. But you never know. This is Trainboy54 saying, stay tuned for Trainboy54's other videos coming soon to YouTube. Take care to you all. And remember, may the friendship of ponies be with you forever and evermore.